Good morning, everyone. It's Happy Friday. And this is warm-up day 64. So let's come into the space and start to warm up. So today, I'm going to start standing, but if you want to start on the floor, I think you could, or at least seated, but I'm going to start standing. So, standing comfortably, feeling your feet on the floor, taking a moment to let your eyes close if that's comfortable for you, and feeling the support of the floor underneath your feet. Let your body-mind's eye travel down and picture whatever supports or floor is underneath your floor. I'm on a third floor walk-up, so there's a couple more floors supporting this floor. And somewhere deep down, there's a base of your building, there's a foundation, probably made of cement or some stone. And that is supporting all of the floors and the structure of the building, which in turn is supporting you, holding you up. And if you can bring your body-mind's eye down even further to the earth that foundation is standing on, if you can bring it even further, there's another layer perhaps of earth, or maybe it's clay underneath that crust of the earth that's supporting that upper crust. And we can go even deeper, down, 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 even to the center of our earth. And it's electromagnetic fields that are keeping you upright and rooted to the earth. You bring your body-mind's eye back up to that layer of clay, and then up all the way up through the foundations into your floor and into your feet. Perhaps you can imagine that your skin, which is surrounding your body, is also made of clay. Through your feet, ankles, legs, your knees, your upper legs, up through your pelvis, all of that skin that surrounds those bones are like clay. And even up through the skin of your belly, which is around your spine, up through your shoulders, down your arms, through your fingertips, and then all the way up through your neck and your head. And this clay, which is the skin of your body, the skin and the flesh perhaps, it is malleable. So taking your fingers, your hands, bringing your hands to the top of your head, and beginning to move the skin of your skull as if it were that malleable clay. And you can use the tips of your fingers, you can use the backs of your fingers, whatever you like. As if you could resculpt your face. Give yourself a new face if you want. A facelift, a face-off. You could say face. You could face the music. But you're moving, re-sculpting the skin of your face, of your skull, the back of your skull, And you're doing it with tenderness and a lovingness. Not doing with any contempt, like, oh, I've always hated that part of my face. Now I'll get you. You know. Well, you could do it if you want, but I wouldn't suggest that. And then coming down to your neck and resculpting the clay of your neck, letting your fingers, your hands move it around. Having some attention on your breath is always good. Sometimes that clay can be rather stiff and it needs to be worked and aerated before it wants to get reshaped. And then come down to the shoulders and start to move the clay of your shoulders. You might notice that one shoulder's higher up than the other, so you get to create your own Venus de Milo, your own Michelangelo, or David, I should say, your own whatever statue. That's the only two statues I can think of. Whatever statue you might want to be. And then coming down one of your arms. And if your eyes were closed, you could open your eyes if you'd like and watch your artistry in work, in process. Really moving that clay, your arm around, coming down around your elbow, forearm. Each hand, each finger, I should say, on the hand gets reworked. And then maybe just sort of sweep down the arm a few times. Let that go. You could take a moment to feel the difference in your head, your neck, and that arm versus your other arm and the rest of your body. And then turn your attention to the other arm. You're molding, remolding the skin and the flesh, and maybe you get some of the muscle too. To a place where it will serve you today, where it will be of more use than perhaps when you were sleeping a few minutes ago, a few hours ago. And sweep down that arm a few times, just to get any of those sort of bits of clay off. And then feel that for a moment. Feel the difference in your arms. Breathe into those arms, that neck and that head of yours. that head. And then come down to your chest. And for some of us, we've got a lot of clay here in our torsos. So you might have a lot to resculpt, we'll say. Your belly, to the sides, your sides, as much of your back as you can reach, even come up on the top here. And then come down to one of your buttocks. You're going to rework your butt. New butt. It's the butt sculpting, butt lift warm-up. That's me too, Midori. I have a lot too. And then coming down to your leg and shift your weight off of the leg that you're sculpting. And then let your both hands sculpt and move that clay with loving attention down to your foot. You can pick your foot up if you want, get underneath. Just because you might not see the foot of your sculpture doesn't mean that you can't get it exactly the way you want it. Your toes. Because you're not just going to be fused into the clay at your base. You're going to be a moving, living sculpture. And then you can take a moment to feel the difference between those legs. Breathe into those legs. And then come to the other side. Start with the buttock. Again, for some of us, might be a lot of clay here. Might be more than you're used to. Might be surprising. But you get to rework that. You get to reshape that to your liking. And then coming down to the leg, again, shift your weight off of the leg that's getting sculpted. Or more off of that, I suppose. And down, you get that kneecap moving a little bit. And again, you're going to be a moving, living, breathing sculpture. You're not going to be a static freeze. So picking up that heel and getting underneath your foot, sculpting your arch. Maybe you've always wanted really high arches and you're flat-footed, or you're high arch and you love to be flat-footed or something. You can resculpt that. And when you've done that to your liking, come back up onto your feet, stand comfortably, and scan through your body and feel the difference now in your re-sculpted body of you. And breathe into your body. Breathe into all of this newly sculpted, newly molded clay. And as you turn your attention to your breath, with soft open lips and a soft belly, you can begin to feel that your breath is aerating this clay of your body now, because you have allowed it to have more space. If you feel that there's any place in your body, any part of the clay that doesn't feel quite aerated or has been sculpted, then you can do that. Maybe you skipped over part of your right leg, or maybe your left elbow didn't get so much. So take a moment now to really scan through your body as you bring your attention to your everyday natural rhythm of breathing. And if there is any place in your body that needs a molding or a remolding or a re-remolding, Feel free to do that because you are the artist. You are the artist of your life, of your body. And then you can continue to do that if you need, but now, or eventually, allowing vibrations of your voice to just easily percolate up into your mouth. Ha. Ha. And as you begin to touch sound, does that sound vibration also reverberate through any of the clay, that newly molded clay of your body? Any other place that you might feel that touch of sound? Ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. As if the sculpture of you begins to vibrate. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. And because the clay of you is still soft, it's still malleable, the vibrations are not going to break you, they're not going to crack your body, they're going to move through you and reverberate through, in, and off of the spaces in your body. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. You can start to drop down your spine as if the statue of you decides to just drop over and take a break. Maybe things aren't going so well in the statue of you. You're dropping down. Ha ha. Hanging from your tailbone. You start to come back up your spine. Things are going better. You're coming up. Coming all the way up. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Maybe you can picture those vibrations coming even from the clay of the earth, through the clay of your body, and all the way up through the top of your skull. Maybe the sculpture of you, the statue of you, has a beautiful hat on, and that hat has feathers, and the feathers are releasing the vibrations, or maybe it's just coming out the top of your skull, but really releasing up and out. Now soften the knees, lean slightly forward, bring your hands to your loose belly, and you're going to shake the vibrations loose from your belly. So again, we're sort of molding and remolding the clay of the belly and shaking the vibrations loose. Breath drops in. Bring your hands up across your chest and thump the vibrations out through your chest. Hands to the belly, then pump them out the chest. Now sigh, hum directly to your lips. Now bring your hands to your face, and again, as if you're sort of resculpting, remolding, feel the vibrations in the bones of your skull, first on your teeth. To the jaw. Paying attention to whatever vibrations you feel. Back of the skull by the mastoid bone behind the ears. Back of your skull. The top of your skull. Feel the forehead above the eyebrows. Feel the bridge of your nose, that bone of cartilage there. Again, it can all just be clay, but feeling that underneath that clay there's some structure, right? Some bony structure, bony cartilage. Feel the cheekbones. Feel underneath the cheekbones, on that swampy sinus area. Back to your teeth. And now sigh, hum to your lips again, and feel all of the bones of your skull and that clay reverberating. And then you'll open your lips and send those vibrations out in all directions, as if you're pulling that clay, as if you're stretching that clay out, and the vibrations of your voice, of your skull resonance, is just being drawn out in all directions. Now you're going to sigh, hum to your lips, and gently roll your head and neck around in one direction, loosening vibrations through your skull. And though we have loosened the muscle, we move that flesh and clay around, I would recommend going slowly for the first few of these. As your neck starts to get freer and looser, then you can start to go faster and do 2 in 1 breath or 3 in 1 breath. Go the other direction. So the bust of your sculpture, of the sculpture of you, maybe wants to bust out with vibrations as you roll that bust around. And the bottom part of that bust, so your shoulders stay parallel, stay here, they don't go side to side. But the top part of that bust, your neck and the head, is the things that are getting rolled. Other direction. Other way. And one more the other way. Coming up your neck. Ooh, it's getting dark in here. Coming up your neck, sighing a hum to your lips and dropping down through the sculpture of your body, dropping down through your spine and hanging at the bottom. Take a moment here to just let your knees bounce a little bit at the bottom. Hope to loosen your spine a bit. Let your torso sway from side to side easily, just to help to loosen your back. I just felt that my lower back was not quite ready for that quick roll down, quick drop down. So I'm just going to hang here for a moment, just to let my spine release a bit more. Oh. There we go. Now, sigh, hum to your lips, coming up through your spine, freeing your vibrations at the top. A moment to get your bearings if that's gotten you dizzy. Stomp your feet. Take a moment there. This one drops you down. Let that thought go. Relax your belly. This hum brings you up to standing, freeing your vibrations at the top. Now this one, if you're feeling free and up to it, you'll sigh a hum and drop down to rebound through your spine with a knee bounce, coming all the way up, freeing your vibrations at the top. If you feel your lower back or your spine isn't ready for that, then you can feel free to take it in 2 sections, or just stay at the top and bounce your knees. For any reason that your lower back is not appreciating this right now. But I'm going to sigh a hum, drop down and up, release at the top. And at the top, after I release the vibrations, I'll bounce my knees to free up more vibrations from those loose legs down below, from my knees. And I am starting to feel my lower back saying, I don't really like this right now. So I'm going to stay upright, but if you want to sigh, hum, and drop down and up, you can, but I'm going to stay upright, sigh, hum, and then bounce my knees and free my vibrations and bounce my knees. we're going to take our flexible, malleable sculptures of us and become living, breathe, well, we're already living, hopefully, moving sculptures. So breath will come in as the foot comes up. Ha-hum, as you contact the floor. Ha-hum, bounce the knees. Ha-hum, arms come up. And then drop the arms. So the whole thing goes like this. Breath comes in as the foot comes up. As soon as your foot contacts the ground, that's when you go on to the ha-hum. As soon as your lips come together on the hum, your arms come up. As soon as your hands, fingertips reach up to the sky, you release the vibrations. And when that whole thought is over, your arms just drop. So again, it will be ha-hum, ma. And seeing if you can picture those vibrations coming up through the clay of the earth, through the clay of your body, all the way up through your fingertips, releasing all the way up and out. And then when that thought is over, drop your arms. As you come back to speaking it, feel those vibrations traveling up through your entire sculpted body. Ha-ha-ma-ma-ma. Feet in the sigh and shake your jaw loose. Ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha. Open your feet wide, reach up and over, yawn in and sigh out, stretching and relaxing your tongue as you stretch into your side ribs. To the other side. Opening to the front. Rounding to the back. Dropping your arms. Going rather quickly through this channel work today. One more time, all four sides, stretching, relaxing the tongue. Other side. To the front. To the back. Now you can drop over if you want and hang from your tailbone. Loosen your tongue and come halfway up your spine. Loosen your tongue again and come all the way up your spine. Loosely shake it through your body. One more time. Now, the museum or wherever the statue of you is living right now in your own space, they're putting you in storage. They're putting you in a box, and you will not have that. So you have to break out of your box. So you're going to breathe in and out on a whispered ka as you reach and stretch your arms out to break through this box that they are putting you in. Let that go. You burst out of your bust has busted out of your box. And standing there are a whole group of people that are surprised to see you. And with surprise yourself, you breathe them in on a whispered ka and call a hi to them on sound vibration. Hi! And one more time. Hi! And then you'll breathe them in on a whispered ka, call hi to them on sound vibration, and stretch and relax your tongue 2 times and clear all the phlegm that's maybe in your throat as well. Hi! And then the crowd is dispersed, they're going away, you're left back with yourself. And shake it back into you. Lengthen your neck up and back. And really think down into the open spaces of your chest. This malleable but also hard clay that is the reverberating, resonating cavity of your chest. And sigh up through your chest. Ah. Feel that resonance through your chest. Maybe you feel that chest resonance even sympathetically down through your knees and feet. But really pay attention to that chest resonance again. Lengthen up your neck. Find your mouth resonance. Pardon me. Lengthen your neck forward, find your teeth resonance. Your perfectly, for your body, your perfect teeth resonators, perfectly sculpted teeth. Back to your mouth. Drop to your chest. Ah. Ah. Then come up and blend those three. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Even as easy as these heys are, can you feel that hey, that chest, mouth, and teeth resonance reverberating through the sculpture statue of your body? Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Shake it into you. Hey. Shake it out through one of your arms. Hey. Through the other arm. Hey. As if perhaps you're calling other statues around you to life. Magically, you're going to bring them to life. Through a leg. Hey. Maybe you don't want any other statues. Maybe it's just an expression of you. Down to the other leg. Hey. And then through your whole body. Hey, hey, hey. And if you have brought other statues to life, say, hey, everybody. Hey, how's it going? Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Now stand there and you feel that there's a need, perhaps, to break out of the platform you've been on or the stage or the sort of box you've been in. So you're going to imagine you've got short, strong, elastic bands from your elbow points to your back bottom ribs. And you float your elbows straight out to the sides, and it's going to sort of open up, opening and expanding your rib cage. And then your elbows come forward, you open up your back ribs a bit, opening up and out. Elbows go back, open the front ribs. Keep those open. Now open the side rib. Side rib, side rib. You're going to burst out. Now keep your ribs expanded, but drop your elbows. Drop your arms. Soften in the belly so you can breathe, but don't let your ribs collapse. And now relax. Vacuum your lungs 3 times in a row, one right after the other. Here we go. Be a real, living, breathing, moving statue. Be in a row. And now the sculpture of you knows its breath capacity. You've explored that. And now you're going to take 4 huge steps as you feed in 4 giant breaths in and out through your mouth, one right after the other. Breath flies up and out of you. Right? You're about maybe conquering the world with those 4 big breaths. And now come up onto your feet. 6 medium breaths. 6 everyday, rational, matter-of-fact steps through your room. Right? And maybe as the statue of you haven't seen much of the world, right? This is your first foray out into the world, and so you're taking in whatever you see around you for the first time. Each breath in is like, this is new, this is new, this is new, and the last one is relief. Once more. And now maybe you see something off in the distance that's really, really piquing your interest. So you'll come up onto your tiptoes and feed in many, many fluttering pants of anticipation that turn into relief. And when you get to that place, that thing that you're seeing off in the distance, you land with a wholehearted release. So it will be, wow, never seen these amazing candlesticks before. And turn and see something else. And once more. Now, slide your tongue out onto your bottom lip with that same panting energy, now on a whispered he. So it will be, tongue is slid out on the bottom lip, sigh through the tip of the tongue on that whispered he. Now let the bouncing go, and again, sighing through. About 7, I suppose. And again. Now, on vibration, he, right? And think of sighing through the tip of your tongue. I'll come close, so if you're new to this, you can see what I'm doing. Tongue is out. And let all of that panting energy come right from the center of your belly, right from that center of the dome of the diaphragm. And now we'll pant. And now we're going to add Now, bring your fingers to your sinuses, and on that long triad, or that long fifth, you're going to massage the vibrations through this swampy sinus valley. So, 2 panting triads and 1 long one. On the long one, massage. Tongue out. And in these lower pitches, you might feel it more resonating in the teeth. And as we go higher, you might start to feel it move up into these cavities here. So pay attention to where you feel that resonance. Back of the throat stays open, tongue is gently out on the bottom lip. Slide the tongue in, lips forward, wait, and then out, forward and then out. Wait. Why wait? Will you 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 wait? Wait. Hey. Now coming to the bridge of your nose, we'll come back to stand. Plug up one of your nostrils, so I'll do my right and bring my right foot forward, hand to my lower left rib, breathe up through that other nostril a few times, several short, sharp sniffs, and then out through the mouth. Again. Other side. Clear those nasal passages. Let that go. Breathe in and out through your nose. Just feel how cool and clear those nasal passages are. And now bring the resonance right into the bridge of your nose, right into the nasal resonator. Me. Me. Remember, there's that breath power underneath, that breath support of the intercostals not collapsing. They're going to resist that collapse. Me. You can put your hands on your ribs if you want. Me. No pressure here. There's no squeezing here. Everything, all that engagement happens here in your ribs. Me. The belly is soft. Me. And really watch that, especially on the ma, that your neck doesn't collapse, right? That your neck stays long and the throat stays open. Me, right from the top, right from the center of your forehead, like a third eye or like a unicorn horn, a sculpted, beautiful sculpted clay unicorn horn. Why fly? Why fly so high? Hey! And now bring your hands to the top of your skull and very gently, just some very light woo hooting. Woo, woo, woo. Right? You're the thinker. Woo, woo, woo. Maybe you're the phrenologist and you're feeling all of the bumps and the lines of your skull and feel that resonance. Bring your lips really far forward, cheeks sink in. It's a very hooty sound. And when you get to the point where it really wants to now just sort of burst out of your skull, let it go. And now it's going to burst out of your skull on the key, come right back in to a high, to a hey, to a ha. Let the vowel open as it wants to, coming down your range from the top of your skull all the way down to the basement. Shake it into the bottom. And then from the basement up, you can take many refueling breaths as you need to for the whole clay of your body all the way up through your skull. One more time, from the top to the bottom. And then lifting your, let's let them come through now. Let's let these consonants now come through the movable, flexible joints of the clay statue of our bodies. We are not stuck in one place. We are not a freeze. We are moving and living. So in your feet, B, 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 ba, 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 ba. The feet. B, 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 ba, 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 ba. So you are now articulating through your articulated joints. In your knees, it goes knee, 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 na, 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 na. Again, knee, 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 na, 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 na. Hips, gee, ga, gee, gee, gay, ga, gay, gay, ga, 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 ga. Again, gee, ga, gee, gee, gay, ga, gay, gay, ga, 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 ga. Ribs, lee, 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 la, 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 la. Again, lee, 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 la, 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 la. Shoulders, me, 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 ma, me, ma, me, me, ma, 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 ma. Again, me, 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 ma, me, ma, me, me, ma, 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 ma. Elbows, z, 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 za, 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 za. One more, z, 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 za, 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 za. Wrists, wee, 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 wa, way, wa, way, way, wa, 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 wa. Last time, wee, 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 wa, way, wa, way, way, wa, 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 wa. Ha! Here I am. I am me. You can say that too. Bring it back to you. I. As you plant your feet onto the ground again, say, am here. With those together, let the I really be coming back to you, back to the personal, back to who you are in this moment, and say, I. Step, step, am here. Plant yourself. Look around your room and see me in the Zoom, in the Facebook, in this space, or in these spaces with you. Let's put that all together. So it goes, I am here in this space or in these spaces with you, or with all of you, if you can see the other people who joined us. Okay? So let's do that all together. I am here in these spaces with all of you. That's it for the warm-up today. Thank you all for joining me as I'm going on these epic hour-long warm-ups. So thank you all for staying for this full hour. That's it for the week. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next week.